Okay, cool. So they tell us that in the sketch alongside A, B, D, E, which is this one. So I think maybe I'm going to give them a color because otherwise it gets confusing. So the pink one, this one, is a, what kind of shape did they say it is? Square. Rhombus. So there's one rhombus and then we have, let's do a blue rhombus quickly. F, B, C, D is our second rhombus. It's not perfect, apologies. Right? And angle B1 is 31 degrees. You know, so all that information is on the screen. I'm just going to make this one yellow. No? Okay, so they tell you it's a rhombus. I would say the first thing you need to do, you fill in as much information as possible. No? A rhombus is a palm, and so the first obvious thing is that the opposite sides are parallel. No? I think that is an easy thing to remember. The other thing is that the rhombus is like the square, so the sides must be equal in length. Are you still with me? No? And so AB and AE and ED and BD are all the same length. What about the blue rhombus? Is BF parallel to CD? So is this line parallel to that line? It is. And so is this one with that one. No? Because they tell you it's a rhombus, so it must be a palm first. And so this one is parallel to this one, and this one is parallel to this one. No? Cool. Now, let's see. A lot is happening here. They give us angle 31, and they start asking us for different things. What do you know about the diagonals of this rhombus? They bisect each other, but at what degree? At 90. And so these angles here are 90-degree angles. Can we agree on that? No? That is really nice because now look here. Look at all the rats you got here. 4 rats. No? So you can start working out triangles. You can use triangle theorem to find missing angles because of that 90. No? So just keep in mind, you have rhombuses and you have squares and you have rectangles, but you also still have triangles. Don't forget that. These are all a whole bunch of triangles in the sketch. No? So let's see. What is the size of angle? You can't see this clearly. What is the size of angle O1? O1 is positioned over there. No? So there's O, there's 1. It's already there. Wow. How big is that? 90. O1 is a 90-degree angle. And the reason is what you guys shouted at me. The diagonals of rhombus, I want you to say all of it. Bisect perpendicular. No? The diagonals of the rhombus bisect perpendicularly at 90 degrees, and so that is why O1 is a 90-degree angle. Then they ask us for the size of angle F1. Now F1 is over here. I'm just trying to decide what color I want it to be. F1 is this one. No? Now it looks a little crazy as it is, I would admit that. But F1 is part of the rhombus. Yes? But F1 is also part of that small triangle. F1 is also part of the small triangle. But now when you get stuff like this, I want you to always revert back to what you have and what did you find so far. So they gave you this 31, you found that 90. So the conclusion is that this 31 and this 90 is the only two things that can get you to the answer. So this 31 here, we can use it to find B2. Does that make sense? Because the diagonals of the rhombus bisect the angles. So if I can say B2 is 31, then I just need to look in this triangle to find F1. Can you see it? No?
1 plus 90 plus 1 must give 180 in the angle.
Can you see that? No? Look here. This is 51. No? For my pink rhombus. For my pink rhombus, this is 51. For my pink rhombus, this is also 51. No? And because of that, let's see, look at this triangle here. You have the 90, you have the 31. So you just have to say 180 minus that two stuff. You get F1. Does that make sense? No? So again, if you get stuck, you use what is there because I also get the answer. You try to use this 90, you try to use that 51 to get this 10. No? And so we start off by saying that, let me just close this off. Okay, can you tell me B2?
B2 equals 31 degrees. Reason?
Reason?
Because opposite angles of rhombus.
Not quite, but good try. Diagonals of the rhombus does what? Bisect the angles. No? Diagonals of rhombus. Did I now say his name? If I didn't show his face, it's fine. Bisect the angles. Are we still okay-ish? No? And so therefore this here is a 31 degree angle. Next time I'll make the picture bigger. That's a 31 degree angle. Now look here. I need you guys to be, you need to show off as much as you can in your answer. And by show off I mean you show me everything you know. No? So you know that you're working in triangle. What is that thing's name? BFO. No? BFO. In BFO, because there's so many of them, I want to know which one. In triangle BFO, B2 plus F1 plus O1 is 180. Reason, Justin? So we can say angles of a triangle. And so therefore, how big was B2? Everything. You can say in angles triangle, interior angles of a triangle. But I like that one because it's quicker. No? How big is B2? No ways. Didn't we say it's 31? How big is F1? We don't know. O1? O1? 90? And so therefore, someone work out how big is F1? 59 degrees. Done. We write it in because we might need it. 59 degrees for F1. Are we okay? For angle F1.